We are live in Mixer.
We're live on Mixer?
Yeah, hello Mixer people. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, and just waiting on Twitch.
Nice.
Just waiting on Twitch. Twitch is always the last.
All right, so Twitch is always the last. Maybe because of the traffic that Twitch has, man. Twitch is monstrous.
Yeah,
Everyone's on Twitch. Everyone's on Twitch.
it is. It is more like the restream. The restream API does not. It is not that good to communicate with Twitch, but it takes a while. In the meantime, the biggest audience, anyways, is on Facebook, so we'll keep it
Oh,
up.
that's
Then
true.
then I'm going to archive it on
So
the Reboot Robot channel, so everybody can watch it up on their own time. So, do you want to do the honors?
awesome. Yes, people who are already logging on and watching us. Hello, we are Reboot Robot. I'm Carlos Charlie. Good seeing you guys again who is watching. And also, I'm with my partner here, my partner in crime, Shinke Day. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, what up, man? What up?
I feel
Yeah,
like we're doing I feel like we're doing like a COVID type of podcast that everyone else is doing, but we've been doing this for years, even before the COVID thing going on. So,
yeah.
right,
You can call us the gaming preppers.
right, the gaming preference.
We've been preparing for this shit for years.
Yes, yes, we have. Yeah, I know, right? We knew this was coming, but not told anybody about it. But yeah. Well, as you know, we've come together. We haven't done a podcast in quite a while, but we figured due to the PlayStation 5 reveal, we figured that, hey, you know what? We should do a podcast and put our thoughts in what we think about the reveal. Especially, I think, in your case, of the design of the PlayStation 5, actually, right?
Do you want to go there right away? I thought we wanted to talk
I
about
know.
other things first. All right.
You want? Let's see. Let's see. Where do you want to start it off then?
Okay. All right. All right. Actually, it'll be fun. It'll be good if you can see the video because I'm actually showing the pictures. Actually,
How are you?
I think there's a way I can show you on Discord too. Hold on.
Okay.
I could actually put your picture if you want.
Oh, you could do anything you want. Put like a side picture and then put the screenshots because we're going to talk about what games that came out on there, obviously, right?
Nah. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, there you go.
Oh, I see. I see it.
You should be able
Ah,
to.
there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I see it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Good
All
job.
right. Now you're watching what my our friends are watching right now. So okay, there you go. So let's start from bottom to top. Let's start with the PlayStation with the PlayStation console itself. All right. So do you want me to start or do you want to go first?
That's like good news or bad news first.
Yeah.
You know what? I could start off first. So we're talking about the concept, how the console looks like, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And I got more pictures down here.
okay,
Oh,
okay, cool.
never mind. I don't.
Um, you don't? Okay, just that's perfect. And everyone in the world has seen how the console looks like by now. The reveal was yesterday. And when I first saw it, I was really surprised. It's a risky move to put a design that's kind of, how do you say, it looks futuristic, dude. And I told you, if I put this console in my entertainment, around all my entertainment stuff that I have, this is going to stand out the most. None of my stuff looks close to what this is. So I'm kind of guessing that Sony kind of try to, how do you say it, like try to read the future, like maybe 5 years from now this is going to look normal, like all our whole damn entertainment TV setup is going to look like this. And to be honest, I like it. I'm sorry, I like it. And a lot of people gave it hate or God knows what. I mean, I like it. It's different. It's going to stand out. Like my whole room is going to stand out. I have nothing that's like white and black. None of my entertainment stuff. Everything is like black or sleek black. So it's going
Mhm.
to stand out. And yeah, it's futuristic. It's modern, or it's going to be modern. Like I said, I think they're trying to read the future and how things are going to look like. Maybe this is a glimpse on their other products. Maybe their laptops are going to look like this too. Or I don't know. I mean, really, I don't know what they were actually thinking about. I need to probably read deeper into it. But overall, I mean, I kind of like it, dude. It looks, like I said, it looks sleek. It looks different. I like things that look that don't look like my other stuff that I have here on my on my entertainment system or in my entertainment whatever. So that's what I think on it.
There's actually a couple of things that you said that I 100% agree with, regardless of my thoughts about the
Hmm.
design. First of all, is
Hmm.
making the console stand out, especially if it's
Yeah.
a product that Sony is actually trying to place all the way, trying to place. Um, okay, let me open a new. Trying to place in lot of homes. This is something that
Hmm.
a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
people will see, and you will have a lot of home centers, home entertainment centers and stuff, looking like this, right? So you will see.
Mhm.
I do see Sony being the trendsetter when it comes to like how the
Yeah.
entertainment center
Exactly.
will look like on the next 5 years. I do agree with that because this does stand out, right? It does stand out
Hmm.
in
Big
my eyes.
time.
And the thing is, have you seen the pictures when they try to compare these PlayStation based on other consoles? This thing is freaking
Yeah.
huge. It towers
It's
over
massive.
it
The
towers
Xbox.
over the fucking Xbox, and the Xbox that okay. And let me just make a parenthesis. I also don't like the design of the Xbox. I think that the
Yeah.
Xbox Series X, I feel when it comes to the aesthetics, I'm not talking about the engineering. The engineering is a completely different thing.
Yeah. It's
When it,
different. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but when it comes to the aesthetics of that console, it feels like they gave up halfway through. They are like, oh, just fuck it, just keep it like
Oh
this.
yeah. Looks like
It
a a tower, but like a watered down tower.
it, it,
Even
fe-
all the other towers, computer towers, look better.
it looks really really half-assed. And the thing is,
Yeah, it does.
you kind of know my aesthetics because you know like how my home center looks. You're using my computer tower and stuff. I do like minimalistic stuff,
Yeah, of
but I don't
course.
like minimalistic stuff that are half-assed, right? The
Yeah. Oh
PlayStation
yeah.
5,
Definitely.
the PlayStation 5 is the complete opposite. It feels like it was overly designed. Like you have like these industrial engineer graduates going into like like going all crazy and doing
I
the
know.
craziest shit they could have gone away with. Um, and eventually I know that I'm going to warm up to the design. But the thing is, right now, as it is right now, it needs to. I need to make a lot of changes to my home center that I was already planning to do anyways. I was
Exactly.
planning to get a new get new furniture and stuff. But I need to because that shit is
Okay.
not gonna fit anywhere in my on my where my TV is. And I'm
Right?
talking
It's massive and it's so weird looking.
yeah. And the thing is, standing up or like horizontal because you can place it horizontally. It is not gonna fit. So
Hmm.
I do need to I will need to buy a new piece of furniture just for it, which is fine. I mean, that's the least of my worries. That's not the problem. Actually, I'm more concerned about getting the fucking console because I have the feeling that I'm not gonna have it on launch day. But
Right, right.
okay, so yeah, one thing that you mentioned that I completely agree with is that it is going to stand out, and second, it is going to send. I do believe, I highly believe that Sony went with the idea of setting trends because they are like this.
Hmm.
It is outlandish and it is outrageous, and I'm not saying it on a bad way. I'm saying it just as you said, like make it stand out. It is a product that does stand out. So I do see a lot of like TV makers and furniture makers making things to accommodate the design of the PlayStation 4 because
You
it
see.
is going to
Mhm.
be in a lot of houses and a lot of houses of people that make a lot of electronic purchases.
Exactly. And this looks flashy. Like I said, it's risky, but you got to remember, making something outlandish or something out of the ordinary, it gets people talking, negative or positive. What I say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. This thing is now a meme, but this meme is in households that never even heard what a console is, but they look at it, they study it, and they find out it's a PlayStation. So it's like either way, dude. Like this is being talked about in every home. You know what I'm saying? So
Everybody's already seen it, man.
yeah,
Everybody's
everybody's seen it,
already
even if it's.
just the memes, dude.
So I think it worked. Yeah, so I think it worked. I mean, maybe that fell into their favor as well. Just everyone talking about it, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for more pictures because there is something I wanted to discuss here. but
Hmm.
somehow, I mean, it should be easier to find the picture that I want. Okay, this is actually a good picture.
Oh,
Um,
when it's yeah. What is
it
that? How it goes? I thought the disc would be on top, right?
Yeah,
That's
no,
weird.
it looks weird. It looks weird because of
Wow.
this thing on the bottom.
Yeah. It looks
Uh,
yeah, because I thought the disc. You know what? I'm so used to the PlayStation 3, the first prototype they came out with. Remember how it had that disc drive too? The disc drive
mhm.
you could see it.
Yeah,
That's why I thought it'd be the other way around, the other way up. Yeah,
that,
that that, that is that does look kind of weird, but
that is one thing that I mentioned too. I mentioned to my Facebook.
mm,
I do not like the design of a PS3 either. My thoughts on the design of the console, it does not impact my purchase decision. Does not impact how much I will enjoy the console
yeah,
whatsoever. So that's
exactly, exactly.
unfortunately the difference to building my computer where I could pick up my case. The PlayStation is
Hmm.
somebody else picked the design for me, so it's fine. I mean, whatever. It doesn't. It does. It is the least of
Yeah,
my of the things, but the thing is, this is like the most visible thing that you can talk about the design of the console. So it's something that everybody can discuss. So that's why it's probably taking the center stage of the conversation right now.
yeah.
But horizontally, it doesn't look as bad. It just looks
Hmm.
weird. I don't like the curvy things. I don't
Hmm.
like how curvy it looks. I like more like
Yeah. It
square looking things.
boxed. Yeah, more. I don't want to say how to say aesthetic. More that makes sense. Well, the thing is, I heard that they made it that design exactly due to airflow. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if somebody's just trying to guess. But I mean, not until we have our hands on this console. I mean, otherwise, the reveal was it was pretty cool. I did like what was showed at the reveal, and
Mhm.
but they didn't give no like price point, no like pre-order date. I mean, suppose it's going to be between July and August, so we could pre-order this thing. But I heard that through like the grapevine, not exactly through Sony, so it could be any time. And I have an idea on the price range, but still nothing is like confirmed straight from Sony. So it's like, damn, I thought that we were going to get more information on what's going on. So, but at least we got the design of the console, which is something different.
Yeah, I did not find. I did not find. In fact, I actually found more weird the fact that they
Mm-hmm.
did show the box because I was not expecting them to show the box yet. Then not revealing the
Mm-hmm.
price because I do not think. I mean, and this is because of very specific reasons on this fact of year. I don't think they are
Mm-hmm.
ready for to take pre-orders yet. So I know I know the
Until
console
when?
until when. Uh, the time frame you mentioned sounds about right. But the thing is,
Sounds
if
about
the,
right.
if if they talk about pricing, what I think is if they talk about pricing right now, they will be kind of like forced to talk about pre-orders and purchasing options and availability and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're ready for that yet. I think they'll know by August. They'll know how many consoles
Mm-hmm.
they can ship because I do know that the consoles are being manufactured right now. So the console is not going to be delayed. They are making them already. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem is not them making them. The thing is, the problem is shipping the consoles from wherever they're being made, all the components from wherever they're being made to wherever they are going to be assembled to stores. That's a problem right
Yeah.
now. It is not as bad as how it was
Ah, the
last month.
pandemic.
Yeah. It is not how bad
Mm-hmm.
as bad it was last month, but still, we are in the middle of the fucking pandemic, and it's big. It's bad. It's not gotten better. Even though, like, I know, like, well, anyways, I'm not gonna go there. Anyways, the thing is, right now,
That's
ship it,
our
ship it.
segue. Our next, we're going to talk about next world news.
War news. This many people is. Let's go into the doom and gloom. No. Let's back and focus. What I'm saying
Yeah,
is
yeah.
I don't think they are still they can reliably create a chain of supply for the console. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they are ready to talk about pricing yet. I don't even think is it. I don't even think they're waiting for Xbox. They have. I do believe they already decided on the price of the console like long ago. So they do not at this moment. I don't think they care about about what Xbox says, I don't even think they're going to compete against Xbox, to be honest, because Xbox is
Yeah.
already doing their business somewhere else. Uh,
Hmm.
but I don't think that's a problem. I do highly believe that the issue right now is that they don't know how they're gonna get this in the hands of customers. That's why they cannot talk about pricing because that would force their hands into taking pre-orders.
And plus, I heard that the console is going to be extremely scarce. So it's like, I don't know how, how they're going to. I don't know the numbers, obviously, on how many consoles are going to be produced. We don't know that detail. But I really do know that the consoles are going to be scarce. It's not going to be in everybody's hands. I mean, when has a PlayStation launch of a console has made enough on a regular on a normal times and days without the pandemic, this and that? It was already hard enough to get a console on normal times. Imagine this during a pandemic, during there's scarce production issues. It's going to be pretty hard to get one. Maybe, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get like the most. I don't want to get my hopes up, saying, "Oh my God, they're going to have enough for all of it." I don't want to get my hopes up because I mean I don't know if I'm even can get one due to that. I
yeah,
really don't know.
yeah. That's
I,
that's my that's my exact concern. Honestly, I do want to get one day one, but I feel I'm not going to.
Mhm.
I
It's gonna
don't.
suck, dude. I mean, because usually I get stuff like this day one. I usually do, but like if I don't get this one, I'll be looking at my PlayStation 4 like, damn, I'm playing outdated technology. You know
Be
what I'm
like,
saying? I'm
be
gonna
like,
hate it. Like, ooh.
get off my face, you motherfucker. Yeah, I know because I know you, man. I know
I
how
mean,
I know how you work. So
I'll
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I still love the hell out of my PlayStation 4 nonetheless, but still, like something better's out there. It's gonna be in the back of my mind, like, God damn it, someone's right now playing the top of the art, state of the art game, which I should have been playing too, type of thing. But it is what it is. If I can't get one, I know I eventually will sooner or later. I just, I'm just impatient like that when it comes to those things. I admit, I really admit.
I really do not. I don't feel FOMO like you because of my
Hmm.
PC because I have
Hmm.
my PC.
Yeah.
So I already I
Oh
already I
yeah.
have I
Yeah.
have
You're
I
fine.
I already enjoy the graces of ray tracing and all that stuff. So I don't feel the
Yeah.
FOMO. I don't feel the FOMO, but I am a very early adopter when it comes to consoles and stuff. And
Mm,
the thing is,
of course.
I have already set up my money for this console for a long time ago. So it is not like
Yeah.
necessarily FOMO. It's just like you are in this marathon and just about when you're about to end, you break your ankle. That's how I feel. It's like
I know, right? Yeah, you're right, dude. Damn.
that's how I feel. All right, this is the picture I wanted to see. I don't know if you can see it.
Mhm, yeah, I
Uh,
can see it. The two consoles. Oh, the digital and the disc tray one. Yeah.
yeah, I'm actually kind of scared of opening links because I don't know. I mean I know I'm a person who lives on the internet, so I know which ones are risking, which
Oh,
ones are
I don't worry
not.
about
But I don't want to open like uh like loot content, right? All right, so
it. Yeah, that's fine.
all right, so this is actually, to be honest, the old digital edition console they are going to release. I was not expecting that.
Hmm.
That's like one of the that's one
Uh,
of
I,
one of the things that they cut me off the left field. Not that they would not never make it, have it this soon,
mhm.
have it like shown this soon.
Yeah, you know what? I heard about them having different tiers of consoles. I heard about that as rumors, but nothing confirmed. So I wasn't really surprised. But I know why you think you're surprised because when we're used to when a console comes out, it's only one style, and then years later they want to resell it as other different style, like
Hmm.
like an all digital version. I think the Xbox did that, right? The Xbox had a disc version, and
Yeah.
then eventually they had an all digital version. I guess just to expand the life and then the selling of the console, maybe.
Hmm.
But we never had a go all in saying, you know what, we're going to get everything, the disc and the digital. I think it's perfect because this covers way more ground for every user. I mean, if for some reason I cannot get the disc one and the digital is available, I think I'll get the digital. But I mean, truth be told, I have so many disc games on how you say on my backlog
Uh-huh.
that disc one would be a greater purchase for me because I have tons of on my backlog that's backwards compatible to the PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would need the disc one. But I mean, if I was a digital guy, like if all my games here in my library, actually, you know what? Let me see if I could. Are you showing my face right now? Are you showing my video or no?
No, I'm gonna show you your screen.
Probably not. You're not. Okay, never mind. Because I was gonna point my video to my collection of
I can.
over here.
Hold
I have
on.
tons of them in.
I can. Hold on. Hold
Let
on.
me see.
Let me see if I can actually. You know what? No, it's not. It's not picking up.
Okay.
It's not
No,
picking up
no
Discord.
problem. No problem.
You can.
Problem.
You can. You
Well,
can. You can.
I
You can
have
record. You
like
can record like a clip and just post on the page. Just to be
yeah,
like,
definitely. I'll do that.
this is what
But
I wanted to show you, motherfucker.
I got. And the thing is, I mean, I'm always about going, to sales and buying these games. And there's some games I haven't even opened at all yet. But yeah, so I'm going for the disc because, like I said, I have a huge backlog of physical games. And if I was, deep into digital, I think you have way more digital games than I have physical copies. I know that for a fact. So I mean, I would go digital if I had a digital library, obviously. But I think my wife has a lot of digital games, so I would get the disc one, and my wife eventually would get the digital console one. Which one would you get though? I mean, actually, you got a lot of both, right? Physical and digital.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't bought. I haven't. I have bought only like. I have bought Yakuza, the Yakuza games since Judgment,
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Persona 5 Royale physical on the past 3 years. So
Yeah, you
I
see.
bought
Mm-hmm.
about 300 games on the past not on the PlayStation and across all my platforms. I bought like no, more than 300. I bought like probably 500 games on the last 3 years, and I only bought like three physical games. I actually do buy more physical
You
stuff
see,
for my
so. Mm-hmm.
Switch, uh, but more is like I bought like four physical games for the Switch and the three games. So and good because I was going to ask you I was gonna ask you that and you actually answered my question for me. I am go I when I was in the reveal because I'm like okay I do have the money to buy the most expensive version, so I
Mm-hmm.
might buy the physical edition because I'm going to still buy physical games, right? I'm still gonna get a Final
Right.
Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 physical and collectible. I am gonna get Yakuza 7 physical because I'm collecting those games and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was thinking like that actually doesn't even make sense for me because first of all, first of all, I am not sure we will see all the SKUs here in Mexico for like a very long
Mm-hmm.
time, for a very long time. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so I might have no other option but to get a digital edition. As
Mm-hmm.
you said, just as you mentioned, I might have no other option to get a digital edition. And second, I already hardly consume physical goods. For example, my Final Fantasy VII Remake, I got the collector
Mm-hmm.
edition. But I know I just opened it just to see what's inside, but I'm not gonna play from the disc. I have the digital version, and I just play the digital version. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so even if I want to collect those things, I can just the same for Persona 5 Royale.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the physical version at somebody's home, not at my house. But the steel case because I do like steel cases. But I have the digital game too. So I just play of digital. Plus, I heard something from a trusted source that I'm not gonna name because I don't want to
Keep.
put nobody's name on the line. But I heard
Sure. Sure.
I read from from a trusted source that the PlayStation. Let me put up the other screen. Looks nicer. The digital
There we go.
edition will let you play the games directly off PlayStation Now, so you don't have to like wait or preload the game when you buy
Oh, I
it.
see what you're saying.
You can like
Mm-hmm.
start
Mm-hmm.
streaming your game while the game is downloaded on the background. And and to me that's the biggest barrier between having digital and physical, just the availability to play the game on day one. And
Mm-hmm.
and if that's the case, then honestly the physical edition will not have much sense for me.
Mhm.
Plus, I might save like about $100, which now is
Yeah,
a big deal.
yeah, it is actually. You know what? I heard it's gonna be like $100 off due to the disc tray. That
Okay, just before
makes
we
sense.
continue, before we continue, I was not reading the chat, guys, and I am very sorry. I am very sorry, but now I'm reading the chat. Just shout out to everybody who's in the shout, who's
Oh,
on the
shout out.
chat.
What's up, guys?
If you have any questions or anything you want to say, just uh, write your questions and we'll try to address them. It is just a few people, so I know
Yeah, let's.
you can all get your questions answered. We don't have a very chaotic stream chat yet, so
I know, right? Whoever's on our Patreon gets our answers. The
yeah.
top Patreon for whatever. Nah, it's all good.
The $10 Patreon. Okay, just before we move on to the
Exactly.
before we move on to the other stuff, I want to get back to the design,
Uh,
and I'm not gonna, I'm not, I have not been PC or negative. I already posted my thoughts about the design. I already made my memes. I'm tired already, honestly, of shitting on the console. It's fine, whatever. But there is just
uh-huh.
one thing though, and this is actually a positive thing. This is not a negative thing. This thing looks like the PSVR. Everything
Yeah, you know what?
they
It
went with the design of a
does.
PlayStation VR, man. That to me is
You know
badass.
what? Thanks that you said that. Thanks that you know what? Now I could actually put my PSVR by this thing. Now that you said that. Very cool.
Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a fucking VR nuts. That actually is
Yeah,
That's actually exciting to
very
me
cool.
because this gives me assurance that they will continue supporting VR.
Hmm.
And also
Yeah, and they
another thing
will.
that
I don't see why they shouldn't have.
I don't know if you can see my cursor moving around, but
Yeah, I see it.
another thing that gives me a lot of hope for VR is this little guy down here. They are shipping the camera
The
they
PS
want.
Cam.
Yeah, they're shipping the camera they want, and it's also a 3D camera that's 3D for VR. So that gives me a lot of hope.
Good job.
If they can promise me Gran Turismo 7, because I am almost sure Gran Turismo 7 is gonna ship with the console. If they can promise me Gran Turismo 7 is going to support PlayStation VR and legacy wheels, steering wheels, day one, I'm gonna go fucking nuts, man. I'm gonna go nuts.
That's it's good. It's good to hear. Dude, Gran Turismo is one of the racing games that I actually like, and I'm not a racing game guy. Besides Mario Kart and stuff, I don't consider those actually racing games.
Hmm.
But yeah, like Forza and all those, not really. But when it comes to Gran Turismo, dude, I mean the PlayStation One, PlayStation Two. I remember when the Gran Turismo came almost as or two came almost as a release game, right? One of the first games that come out when the release of the PlayStation 2, right? Was it Gran Turismo? I
Yeah,
forgot. Anyways,
yeah, it was
I
Gran
had that
Turismo.
game and I played it for.
No, I was gonna say that. Yeah, it was Gran Turismo. Um, what do you call it? A spec 3, a spec.
Aha, A-Spec. Ah, dude, God, man, those were like role-playing games of driving simulators to me because you keep having making that money, building your car, building that horsepower. Very cool. I do have much respect for Gran Turismo, and I'm not a racing game guy, but that game it has my respects actually.
And the weirdest thing about me, the weirdest thing about me, and I
Mm.
don't get tired of saying this. I fucking hate driving in real life, but I love racing simulators.
That is weird, too, because you hate driving. I remember
Yeah,
I used to drive you around all the time, dude, in your car.
yeah.
That's weird. I figured you'd be like a speed demon, dude, or something.
I mean, and I know exactly why. It's not like, oh, this is just one weird thing that I know exactly why I don't like driving in real life. But yeah, I love like putting on I putting on the head on the either the Oculus or the PlayStation VR, whatever I'm on the mood on,
Mhm.
just hooking up the steering wheel and playing like some Radiohead and just driving around, and I find like beating my time. Just I find it like very relaxing. I'm actually kind of like craving do that right after the stream. I might not. I'm too lazy to hook
Cool.
everything up, but yeah. But yeah, that's something that's something actually. Once I took a look, closer look to the design of all the peripherals. That's what
Hmm.
it got me like, dude, they're actually going with the PlayStation VR design, man. And actually, on that, I do like that for first the consistency because it will be nicer, as you mentioned, just displaying the PlayStation VR by the PlayStation 5. It will look nicer
Good
because
call.
it doesn't
Hmm.
it looks very disparate besides the PlayStation 4 normal.
Yeah,
Plus,
yeah,
it does give me that assurance that they will keep supporting VR. So that's good for me. That's a big plus. Something that I have warmed up to is
yeah.
the controller. Also, when the controller was revealed, I gave it a lot of shit. But
Hmm.
I'm actually warming up more to it right now. I am still undecided if I like it or not. I do need to hold it on my hands to know uh, it's a control that I like or not. Just by pictures, I am still yet undecided. I don't hate it anymore. I am undecided.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, damn, you know what? I'm surprised that I did not catch that it's the same color as my PSVR, dude. I do want to play my PSVR now. I haven't hooked it up in my new place yet, but yeah, I'm surprised I didn't catch that. And also, I mean, it's going to be a given that they're going to have colors, obviously, right? The
Hmm.
controller is awesome, but it's too white for me. I feel it's like, I mean, our hands have oils and everything. It's gonna stain, you know. So I was like, I really would want like a all black controller or all red controller. A white one, it looks cool, but just the color is like, I'm afraid I'm gonna, if I'm eating Cheetos, I'm gonna Cheeto stain it or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to get it dirty.
yeah. I normally do not. I normally do not do like the eating. I don't even eat on my room. I don't like to have food on, here. But that was
Okay.
one of the first things that I was thinking about because only just the grime that you collect through the day and stuff, and my place is very dusty. I know
Yeah.
it's going to look like shit eventually. And it's going to look very very
Right.
dirty. So actually,
And the thing is, like, what if like what if somebody comes over and like you want to pass them the controller? It's the controller you've been using it for like 3 years, and it's all like light, brown, and you're like, oh, I'll bring my own controller, you know?
yeah, and check this out. Somebody came up with this Boss Logic. Shout out to Boss Logic. He's a really cool guy on Twitter.
Hmm.
Um, this guy came up with mock-ups. There's a like Miles Morales.
Yeah,
This one. I
that
mean,
one looks very cool.
it looks pretty badass. But actually, also the all black thing, it looks really nice. To be honest, I like it on all black.
It, hmm
To me, this
All
looks
black looks sleek.
it looks very cyberpunk if you think
Yeah, it
about it.
does. What if you know what? If it had a yellow light instead of the blue,
Hmm.
that looked very cyberpunkish, actually, dude. And also, you know what? I'm surprised they didn't start with the black and then made the white secondary. You know what I'm saying? Because the black, all their consoles are black. I mean, but the one I have, I mean, God knows when, all the consoles were black. I'm surprised it wasn't black. I'm surprised they start off with the reveal as white. You know?
I do hope that they make PlayStation VR black too. That would be badass.
Yeah, because I know that the first generation of the PSVR is going to support it, but
Mm-hmm.
I know they're going to come out with what's it called, with a more powered VR, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just have to, dude, with the amount of power that this PlayStation 5 has.
Oh, this is another thing we can talk about this in a moment. Um, yeah, and just before we go, I just wanted to show you something. Look at this.
Mm.
This picture exemplifies my comment from before perfectly. This fucking thing looks so half-assed. This
I
looks
know, dude, but like, you know what?
overly designed, half-assed.
It,
Like,
it does. It looks very basic, very plain.
yeah, and I know because you mentioned this. But I just want to reiterate the reason why they look like this and
Mm.
the reason why they are towers is because the cooling solution. Both. Actually, the cooling
Yeah, the
solution
cooling
on the
solution. It has to be.
Xbox One X is pretty clever. Actually, I like it. I like it
Hmm.
how it is designed, and it makes sense. The tower design makes sense, and it makes sense that the exhaust because these outside, this is not the intake of air. The intake is down here. because cold air is always on the bottom, so it takes cold air and just like shuts it up to the top. So the exhaust is pretty clever. The PlayStation, if you see, they have like these massive intakes,
Yeah.
and I think because of some patents that they were throwing around, it has like massive fans, um, just like intaking and outtaking a lot of air. So the design, it is made that way uh, because of the cooling solutions. So again, that's what I'm saying. Like the
Hmm.
engineering part of the whole thing is like miles away of what I can even imagine, right? But yeah, just aesthetics that
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
like. Another thing, and while I find a picture, just one thing. If you hear me coughing, only you can hear me coughing. I'm muting myself on OBS, all right, so people cannot hear me
Oh, okay,
coughing.
okay. No
so
problem. No problem.
so don't think that don't think that I'm shamelessly just coughing at the microphone. Um, it's just that I got the fan on my face because it's hot as hell here, so that makes me kind of
Oh my God, it's getting hot here too, bro.
be
Yeah,
careful, man.
definitely.
This thing, they show like the UI for like 1 second, and
I know. I saw that too, man.
it looks it looks very. I mean, just this screen, I like it because it looks very clean. It looks very clean. It has like particles and stuff
Yeah,
and light and stuff, but it doesn't have like unnecessary shadow or nothing like that. It's just at least the welcome screen does look welcoming.
it does. It looks very. It looks serene and like and expensive. I don't
Yeah.
know. I like it too. It looks. It does look very welcoming, though. You're right. It's like in a way, man. You know what? This whole reveal was very like it reminded me like an iPhone type of production type of reveal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you compare the Xbox One reveal where they were using green screen, it cheap as hell when they were doing like showing off the games for the Xbox One. Compared to this one, it was more like towards like an iPhone reveal. Have you noticed that? Very
Very
sleek,
sleek.
very you know what I'm saying? Very modern. I don't know what they really. They took it to a good direction.
It, it,
Not bagging on the Xbox presentation, but I'm just saying, you know, I was like, man,
yeah.
just two different companies, way different.
No, and the Xbox guys, they could do what they could do what they could on with the time they had, because just remember, a lot of people
Yeah,
is
yeah.
working from home right now. But the thing is, it doesn't look like it didn't look like a presentation that was made by people who is working from home. There's actually
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I saw this weird thread on Twitter. People saying that the people talking, the PlayStation heads talking, they were actually not real people but CGI renders, and that's why like they had like
I saw that.
the matching backgrounds and all that. But I'm not like I was like, huh, you know what? Actually, that might be right. So but I did go and went back and check the video and stuff. Now that no,
No.
they're the real guys. But like,
You
I
know
know where they're
what?
coming
That would
from.
have been so cool.
That
Yeah,
would
you
have
know
been
what?
nuts, man.
If it, oh my, you know what? That would have been cool if they were talking yada yada. You know, yeah, PlayStation this, and then at the end it would have said, um, so and so was pre-rendered or graphics used. I was like, oh my god! I went back and saw the presentation again to see how good the rendering of those people were talking about the PlayStation. That would have been freaking mind blowing, dude. I'm like, oh my god, that would make me watch it again. That would have been
Actually,
cool. That'd be a good idea, actually.
Actually, what somebody said is like somebody said like you know what would have been mind blowing if somebody like one of the guys like Herman or Jasp or Shuhei Yoshida or like just turn around the camera and, and became into like polygons and then like the wireframe. I mean like I have been CGI all this time, motherfucker.
Oh.
That would have been
I would have
badass.
been like, ooh,
I would be like,
ooh. That would have gave me
wow.
goosebumps, dude. I'm like, oh my god, dude. This is mine. This console is mine, dude.
I would have forgotten about the bad design, honestly. But
Oh my god. I mean, the designs are the designs, but it doesn't change the gameplay or the graphics or the quality of the games that come out. I mean, the
and
designs are designs, dude.
and the thing is that that's the more important part because that's what I'm going to
Yeah.
and my and the end everything that matters are the games and what they show. I know it had for many people because this is a very subjective point and I don't want to come up as a fanboy or whatnot. It's a very
No,
subjective
no.
point, but to some people felt underwhelmed There were
Hmm.
some points in the presentation when I was also like, this game doesn't actually convince me that much. But the thing is, they have a
Yeah,
very
there's always a few.
no, yeah, and the thing is, I feel they had a very balanced presentation too. They show like they
Hmm.
showed some big bangers, and they also show some smaller stuff of things that that's most likely the games that we are gonna get at the start, at the beginning on
Yeah,
holidays.
yeah.
So they are
Hmm.
first showing things that we're actually going to be playing on a few months. So I was okay. I wasn't like, oh, this fucking presentation sucks. Oh, these indie games, because one thing
Ah, screw this shit.
but the thing one thing to mention is they didn't show, first of all, every game that is coming out, because there's a lot there are like at least two or three more presentations coming up. Also, there is third parties have not yet shown their hand yet. Um, but
Yeah.
and and they had really good showing. For example, I was freaking blown away by Miles, by Spider-Man Miles. What are your thoughts about it, man?
Oh my god. You know what? At first, it's funny because when I saw it, I was blown away because I'm a fan of Miles Morales, who his story is so like it's so
Hmm.
in his own way, in his own time. It's really freaking awesome. Even the Spider-Man story arc that came out back in the day.
Hmm.
But at first I was skeptical, thinking if it was a DLC or not. And then I heard the news. Supposedly it was a DLC for a Spider-Man remaster coming out on the PS5. But then it got debunked extremely fast, and it's going to be a standalone game, and that got me even more hyped about it. If it was a DLC, I would have been cool. But when I hear DLC, I only think of like 3 hours, 5 hours of gameplay, and that's
Hmm.
not enough if I want to play Miles Morales, to be honest. And when I saw this, when I heard it's going to be a full game, I was my hype level went back up because now that you're talking about Miles Morales, you got to remember his new set of powers compared to Spider-Man.
Hmm. That's
He's a
right.
whole nother level, and I would love to use his new strain of powers throughout the whole city. It looks freaking amazing, dude.
Do, do,
I'm for it. I'm definitely for it.
you know what would have been really cool? I mean, they I think they probably crossed the board. They came across the board of Insomniac, but
Mhm.
they did not have the balls to go for it. It would have been so fucking amazing if they made it on the Into the Spider Verse art style. That would have been mind
Oh
blowing, man.
man,
That would have been
you
mind
know what?
blowing.
That could be another game they could do for like that story arc, I guess, you know what I'm saying? That that'd be amazing. But you're right though, that cell shading type of graphics they did was
Hmm.
amazing. The art direction of the game would have
Hmm.
been amazing. Imagine like the fight sequences you could do with that art direction. Freaking amazing. That'd have
But
been, yeah, you're right.
but the thing is, they are not doing it because the main reason why is because they would have to rebuild the whole thing from the scratch up, and uh and uh
Yeah,
and they already have like everything built from the previous game. But they are taking
that's
cues.
true.
They are taking cues, and you can see it actually in this screenshot, because you can see like the neon hues, and the more like particle effects and all that stuff. Um,
Man, that lighting though. Man.
yeah, and your mom says go Xbox. Hey, hi mom.
My mom is a fanboy. Nah, I'm playing. Yeah, and by the way, before we even started this video, I mean, we're not like freaking pro PlayStation or pro Xbox. We're like, I'm mostly like, I'm an Omni user. Each
Yeah.
each console, each console or PC has given me wonderful, wonderful memories, either with their
Mhm.
exclusives or when I played with other people or made friends online. Each console has given me an awesome, awesome experience. So I'm not pro whatever, pro this, pro that. No, man. I'm not Omni user.
I yeah, I am, and this is and I am very very honest on this. Everybody knows that I am very heavily biased towards Sony, but honestly, most of my
Mm.
gaming, at least for the past 6 months, has been done on PC. So
Yeah,
but I also just play video games. That's what I say. I don't play platforms. I play video games. So if I
exactly,
if I want to play Halo, I can just boot up my Xbox and play it. So I
exactly.
in
And you
fact
have that choice. You're not hindered. You're not hindered by like, oh, I only got this because of this. You have your choice. You have your options, and you could choose play whatever you want.
exactly. For example, one thing that just happened, I just for my birthday, I gift myself an Xbox Elite controller, and that motherfucker is the best controller I ever
Oh, cool.
used, man. And it's the is and now like when I try to pick up the DS4, the DualShock 4 to play with it, I'm like, this controller kind of feels lame. But but anyways, so yeah, they're picking up a lot of cues from the Spider-Verse movies, at least what you can see from the trailer and the screenshots. We need to see a little bit more of gameplay, and I don't think we'll have to wait long because this is something actually I picked up after the presentation because I thought like this game is coming like holiday 2021, but actually it's coming this holiday, so this is going to be a freaking launch game. It's going to be there by launch, and
Yeah, yeah,
and
man. I mean,
they gotta show gameplay soon, so we're gonna see like some stuff from it, like probably in the next few weeks. And
dude, I mean, just watching this again, I'm like, man, I need this console.
all right, let's see if I don't tank my internet. And that's why I have it.
Okay.
Sonny, please do not take down my channel. I promise you, I'm don't. I am not. I am muting the videos,
we're
guys. I'm muting the videos. I'm gonna play
we're
the.
promoting your product, Sony.
Let me just put it down because if not, it's going to sound. It's going to ear rape everybody. I don't think it's not even gonna play. Oh, never mind. There you go. So yeah, let's just play. Let's just play the videos in the background while we talk. So yeah, and the thing is, I was watching this with my nephew, and sorry for the low quality, but I'm
Hmm.
streaming and I'm streaming at the same time while we are doing this thing. And my nephew, he's also a Spider-Man fan, and he also loved the Spider-Man game, so he was like, dude, he was like, motherfucker, this is freaking.
Amazed, man.
And also, just as you mentioned, I do love Miles Morales. He has a really nice story arc, and and he's a really good character. And I was really hyped at the end of the Spider-Man game because he got his powers and stuff, and I was like,
Mhm.
dude, we need a Miles Morales game. And the thing is, this is something very important. This is not Spider-Man 2. This is like a spin-off. So that means that we're gonna have a Spider-Man 2, and then we're gonna have a Miles Morales. Now I'm thinking, just imagine getting a Spider-Man video game and a Venom video game, and dude,
Oh man,
Sony's building
you,
up this freaking universe to be big, man.
that's a good place to put it, man. Especially Spider-Man. You can't go wrong with Spider-Man, dude. Creating a whole Spider universe, within gaming. That's so freaking awesome.
Yep, yep. And and yeah, it was. I think it was a good starter. I knew now we're playing Horizon. I knew well whenever it wants to play. I knew this game was going to be shown, not because of leak or
Mm-hmm.
of anything, but it was very obvious that they were gonna show this game. There's one thing though, I do not think we're gonna see this game probably in the next 8 months. I see it for mid next year.
Yeah, because it looks very ambitious, dude. Freaking, even the one that came out years back,
Hmm.
it looked amazing. So imagine what they got to do now, raise that the production value. It's just, man, it's going to be so cool, dude. I'm glad they showed it though. I'm really happy they showed it. Like you said, I was looking
Hmm.
forward to it too. But yeah, you're right. I could see how like they need more time to make this game. If it's going to be open world, this beautiful story, everything, yeah, I think you're right. We're not going to see it till like next year, which I'm cool with. I mean, I'll just deal with the games I have at the time.
And the thing is probably there are some people that might have been. First of all, let me tell you something. Everything that you're seeing here, you might not appreciate the details because right now it's playing at a very low resolution. But all the details that you're seeing here, everything is playing on
Mm.
engine. Nothing is like pre-render or anything like that. And
Yeah.
and
No.
there is one thing that I want to add is that this is something that I mentioned in the past, probably not on stream, maybe not, but we have reached a plateau when it comes to graphic fidelity. What does that mean? That means that there is just so much room we can improve forward. Um, but
Oh
what
yeah,
we are going
for
to
sure.
start seeing, we're gonna start seeing more subtle changes on how games look. Some people, and what I'm saying this because some people might see these footage and be like, pre-render graphics, and it doesn't look that much different from Horizon Zero Dawn, whatnot. Let me tell you, none of this can be done on PlayStation 4. Period. This
No,
illumination,
yeah,
this
that's
scene
very
right
true.
here, the dragon scene. I don't know where you are on the video, but like the dragon scene, glowing
Mm.
around and showing casting
Yeah, I saw
light
that.
around alloy, that cannot be done on PlayStation 4. The glows, like the how like the character gets like all these glowy parts and stuff like that. Those are things that you cannot do on a PlayStation 4. And that's the thing, like we might not see like that jump like from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3. It is going to be more subtle, but like
Hmm.
it's going to is it is something that, especially when it comes to the creativity, because where we're going to see the biggest expense is going to be in how make games are being made and how games are being designed.
Yeah,
We can go more in depth on that, but I really don't want to take all the time discussing that. If I get back to my chill stream, I'll talk a lot about that. A lot about that. But
yeah, definitely, man.
let's say that to me that I am a little bit more educated when it comes to rendering and stuff like that. And I'm not bragging.
Hmm.
It's just that I did some game design and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
very true.
um, that's mind blowing. Some things that I'm seeing here, like, dude, that fucking looks amazing, man.
It really does, bro. It really does. I was mind
What?
blown.
This is not what I wanted to see. No, hold on. All right, and all right, and besides that, what the game ranks? Hello, game ranks, guys. I actually like that channel. I actually like that
It's
channel a lot.
funny, dude. I came out of
But
nowhere. By the way, we're sponsored by. Never mind. I'm just joking. No, we're
eh,
not.
welcome to the ads.
Yeah,
Uh,
welcome to the YouTube ads.
what other games caught your attention, man?
Oh, come on, bro. Demon Souls, man. We talked about that before. Like we're all.
Uh,
You know what? We even like you said because it was from Blue Point, right?
yeah,
That was help making it or developing it. Blue Point.
yeah,
I
Bloodborne.
remember you said that before,
Yeah, yeah, that was
dude. And
Bloodborne.
plus, you know what? And I told you, Demon Souls was my favorite Soulsborne game because that was the first game that I played. Was like Soulsborne was. This game was actually more to me on the Bloodborne side when speaking of horror, because Demon Souls was like a more like a survival horror type of game because it was freaky, it was scary, especially that level with the nun and the aborted fetuses. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that was so weird, dude. And plus, and that poison level, that freaking you know how they always have the a blight type of level in each Soulsborne game.
Hmm.
That freaking level was a pain in the ass, dude. That was like the first time I played a level that was like a blight town. It
Hmm.
was difficult, it was hard, but my god, dude, I remember that, and oh my god, the dragon god. Oh my god, dude, that level was so cool. That boss fight was like a level. Remember that? The demon god? No,
Hmm.
the dragon god. What else? And that last boss, dude. I have to admit, I pretty much I kind of I don't want to say cheated, but there's a way to beat the last boss by using poison.
Oh yeah, you can
Fuck, I
you,
remember,
you,
dude. That was the
you
only
just
way. You know what I'm
you
talking about?
yeah you use poison cloud, and then you just go out back in the stairs, and he doesn't
Yeah.
aggro there, and he just dies.
Yeah, I had to do that because that guy he lowers your level if he
Hmm.
if he latches onto you.
Yeah.
He fucking drains your soul level, dude. And that's like, no, you can't do that. I've spent hours getting my soul level up. You can't fucking drain it.
And
Hell
the,
no, dude.
the thing is, the difference between building levels on this game and building levels on Dark Souls is just night and day. This game actually, a level
Right?
is a fucking pain in the ass. There is one thing. There is one thing. There's one thing, and this is why I didn't want to come here. This is my, and you know this. This is my favorite Souls-like game ever. Period.
Oh, of course, man. It's
It
awesome. It's
it
awesome. I
it
love
it,
it. Yeah.
it is the very first one. I know that going back to the PS3, it is not as polished as Dark Souls. It doesn't have the same level design as Dark Souls 1 and
Mm,
3.
mm.
It doesn't have like the aesthetics of Bloodborne or the fast pace of Sekiro or like all the bells and whistles on Neo and all those games. But this is the game that converted me. Well, it didn't convert anyone because it was the very first game of its kind. But
Yeah, it was first.
to me this is like playing like OG Doom. This is there is no
Yeah.
if you are a Soulsborne fan, this is a must. And to me, it is still the best game. Not the best game, but my favorite game. As I mentioned, it is my one and only love. Uh, this is the aesthetics of it, like just as you mentioned, just how creepy the game is. Remember the prison level on the tower and the freaking like the
Oh
man
my
eater.
god, dude. With the flyers, dude. Oh, the man eater. Oh my god, how can I forget that asshole?
Just
Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna get a heart attack. I'm getting a heart attack thinking about it. Because you have to fight this damn thing in a narrow bridge.
hmm
I fell off this damn bridge because he has this ability that blows you off,
yeah.
and you have to pray to God that you're not pointing at the end of the bridge. Oh my God, the man eater, dude! I forgot that dude. And you know what? Speaking of that level, I remember I played it with you,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
when you begin, you begin in a hallway full of freaking cell doors, and
Uh-huh.
those things that go ding
Yeah.
ding,
The
the jailers or
the
the
the,
octopus heads.
the mind flayers.
Oh my fucking goodness, dude! The
The
mind flayers. And then I remember when when you walk out of that part, and then there's like you see freaking towers and bridges at the end of the level, and you're like, dude, you could actually go there. That's the whole level.
mhm.
And I'm like, what? And you make it through all this crap, and you make it towards that tower. Not that the tower was just a cool background scene, but no,
The
you can see the whole level through the. Remember that?
yeah. To me,
Oh my god!
that is the best level in any Soulsborne game. Period. Including like
Yeah.
every game that you want to
Oh
talk
my
about
god.
of the genre. To me, that is the best. That it is not as iconic as Blighttown. Blighttown sucks though, but it is not as iconic as Blighttown. It
Yeah.
might not be. It might not be as spectacular probably as Kingscourt Castle on Bloodborne. But to me, the Tower of Latria is the
Mm-hmm.
best level ever made on a Souls game.
Oh my god, it was creepy too. It was really creepy. And you know what? Now that you said that, I have a few questions about that game. For example, I remember when you start in the hub, you have to go through these portals in order to these like nightmarish worlds. There was two portals that were broken, and
Mhm.
supposedly they were gonna make DLCs of those portals. Remember that? Like these totems, and like two
Yeah.
are broken.
Yep.
I hope, dude, they rebuild those and make new levels. I really hope they do that. And also, I really hope they have that little trick, cool mechanics. Remember how like in that level that we're just talking about, the last boss is like this guy with the turban. Remember that? With a
Yep.
very big turban. You could be that character, remember? If you do
Yep.
something and you could be that character and fight whoever's in his game or something like that.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Just those weird little tweaks that it had.
The Mad Monk. The Mad Monk. Actually,
The
actually,
Mad Monk. Yeah.
actually, of all of us, the only one who got to play as a Mad Monk was Alberto. He's the only one who had a story playing as a Mad Monk. I never got a chance to play as him. And I did play this game.
Me neither.
Keep in mind that I did play this game with when quote unquote everybody was playing it. I did not play online
Mm-hmm.
because of reasons of where it was in my life during that time. But no, actually, I did play online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did play online because I actually did experience I did experience the world tendency mechanics. But I never got to play as a
Mm-hmm.
Mad Monk. Never ever got to play as a Mad Monk. So that would be one of the things that I want to do this time around. I am going to. I
Dude,
need to.
I
I
think we could
need to
do a
do that.
podcast of this game, dude. I think we could do a podcast of this game alone because there's so
Yeah,
much to talk about, dude. This game,
dude.
and plus, if people haven't played it, we could spoil it for them
Yeah.
because I remember so many parts of that fucking game because I was like traumatized, dude. It was, but when I beat it, my god, dude, I felt like I was like the top of the world because it was like just a fucking journey, dude. It was like an emotional roller coaster, dude.
And that's a thing. For example, like I can beat Dark Souls 1. I can beat it almost with my hands, with my hands tied and stuff. It
Yeah.
feels satisfying and still is a very very beautiful experience and whatnot. but it doesn't
Hmm.
feel as satisfying as beating this game because this game is a fucking pain in the ass. It
Oh
is
my God, yeah.
it is Dark Souls. It is the difficulty of Dark Souls without the balance and without the
Yeah.
quality of life mechanics. So it is tough. It is tough. It's hard. So beating it, like getting to that's why I think because everybody thinks that old King Gallant, the guy Charlie talked about, like siphons your levels is the last boss, but he's not the last boss. The last boss is the fucking slug
No, he.
that you can
Oh
kill.
no, no, it's true because that's the imposter. The
Uh,
that king that I talked about is he what's it called, the imposter king or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, it's a storyline that you have to. Okay, you know what? That's Soulsborne. You don't when you play the game, you don't get the story. You have to look for the story. You have to
Mhm,
get the items, look at the backstory, and put the whole story together, which is very very detailed and very cool storylines that each Soulsborne game has. This one you gotta actually. If you don't care about the story, if you just get the items, don't read, then you'll be like, "What the hell is this?" And at the end, what the
mhm,
is this big thing in the sea that you go into after you read the story? Actually, you go online and read it. People have pieced it together years ago,
mhm.
but it's a very interesting story on who the really last boss is, and it's kind of sad actually
Uh,
because when you see it, you're like, oh, the fuck is this thing, dude? Is this a
it,
trick? Remember, I thought it was a trick, dude. I was like, is this the last boss?
yeah. Yeah, it is, and
Yeah, I
something
remember that.
something that you mentioned is very important, very important. And then one of the things that kind of like, I mean, right now everybody already knows because like Dark Souls has gone mainstream, and right now it's part of the gaming lingo, so everybody knows how. And other games try to be Dark Souls and try to do the same type of storytelling and world building. But this is where it started all. And the thing is, to me, the like item descriptions and the lore, the disjointed lore, I like it more in this game because it's fucking creepy. Everything that you read, just reading the
It's really
description,
creepy.
just reading the description on the herbs and the just common items is creepy. Just like there is
Mm.
this sense of hopelessness and faithlessness. It's just dude, I get shivers just thinking
It's
about it.
true.
And
It's true, man. And I'm so happy I'm so happy they're bringing it back because I always refer back to this game when I talk to people who played Soulsborns who weren't even like born
Mhm,
probably, or they were too little to play Demon Souls.
mhm.
And now that this is out, I'm like, dude, this is the game I was talking about. You need to try it out. If you like Soulsborne, you'll definitely fall in love with it. So I'm very happy they took this route. I think it's
Eh,
very cool for this generation.
and the thing is, before going into the screenshot, so you could just a quick comparison of how the game is gonna look versus how it looked.
Mhm.
I want to pick up something that you mentioned, just really quick. I don't want to really give it much time because I don't know how. I don't want to be responsible of false expectations. But
Yeah.
there is a lot of talk on the community that that what you mentioned the keystones that are broken because there were levels that were scratched
Yeah.
during development. Uh, the keystones that are broken are going to be reincorporated on the game because on the trailer they did show a snowy mountain that you never go to,
Mhm.
and the level that they scrapped was
Very interesting.
on the north where that snowy mountain is. So
You see?
everybody's already kind of like thinking they might. And the thing is, you might think like, oh, that's sacrilegious, whatnot. But actually, Bluepoint did that with Shadow of the Colossus. It wasn't that like they didn't expand like crazily. It wasn't that crazy the expansion they did, but they added new elements that were not in the game and nobody even noticed. They actually
Oh,
added a
really?
they
That's
a-
sad.
they no, and that actually in my eyes that was cool because that means that they actually touched the game in a way that they respected the original game so much that people didn't even notice. For example, there is a whole quest line
Ah,
that has payoff and that was actually scrapped from the original game. They reincorporated, and not many people caught it. There is these things that you have. I don't remember exactly what the details are, but there are these things that you have to collect. And once you collect them, you get like something. You get like a better sword or something like that. but that was never on the original game. It was content that they scrapped on the sign, and
Oh,
they added it back. And nobody thought,
yeah.
and nobody even got it, man. Not because nobody did it, but because nobody actually noticed that they added it. It was very subtle. So it would be interesting if they do that. I I hope. I don't think. I don't want to again be responsible for false expectations, but I do
Hmm.
hope they add that cut content.
Yeah, dude. You know what? That just gives even though if they did or did not, I'll still get the game. I'll still play it. But if they did, that'd be such a sweet extra, dude. That means that I look even way more forward on probably more storyline. Because I remember one of the broken totems was supposed to be like the land of the giants or something like that. I read
Yep.
the development notes on it or something like that.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's funny. That's funny because in Dark Souls 1, there's Land of the Fallen Giants, right? That
Yeah.
underground crypt, creepy ass crypt
Uh
where it's
huh.
all dark. My God, dude. But so that's kind of cool. So I like how they did that. But man, you know what? I knew it was Dark Souls right away when I saw that freaking flying
Hmm.
that stingray, that
Yeah.
stingray level, that boss, that flying
Yeah.
freaking stingray. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, Soulsborne. No other, Demon Souls. No other game has that boss. Oh man,
I
I'm just like I'm remembering now all the boss battles now.
I knew it. I knew it since Shuhei Yoshida showed up, and when he said like, "Oh, this is something very dear to my heart," because there's a big story behind that.
Oh yeah.
There is a big story behind
Uh-huh.
Shuhei Yoshida and Demon Souls. In fact, he's one of the few people who has platinum this game, and this actually
Oh
this
my
uh,
God.
actually Demon Souls and the whole Soulsborne genre almost didn't exist because of Shuhei. But let's not go into that because a big, really actually really heartwarming story, really nice story. But the thing is, when he showed up, he's like, I need to show you this thing that is very dear and near to my heart. Like, this is Demon Souls, man. And the thing is, I was already waiting for it because it leaked long ago. Everybody
Hmm.
knew that it was coming. And I knew it was going to be part of this presentation, but still, just seeing it on screen, seeing it, like seeing the trailer, just like playing, it was, and the music, man, the Demon Souls theme is just like, dude, beautiful,
Yeah. Oh
beautiful.
my
Hunt,
God.
hunting theme is, man, I was like, dude, I just wanted to show you, like,
Dude, do you know how many times? Yeah. Oh,
no,
the
go for it,
comparison.
yeah, go for it while I scroll so you guys can see like the comparison. Go for it, Mark, while I scroll.
Dude, the intro, the cinematic intro of the original Demon Souls, I've seen that like hundreds of times. Dude, I just loved it. Even like
Yeah.
seeing the Dragon God come out at the end of the cinematic, I'm like, oh my God, so cool. But oh wow, dude, yeah, that looks.
This is how, how it looked like, and it was, and even then it was, to me, I like the graphics, but just look at the difference, man.
Now that's horror right there, dude. That's the very beginning. That they throw you to the wolves and you have to
Hmm.
die, and then you have to come back, and they show you the mechanic how you die and come back.
Hmm.
That's the first thing you fucking see when you start the game. I remember that.
Yeah, some crazy motherfuckers can actually beat it without dying, and if you get
Oh
past,
God, dude, yeah, good luck.
if you get past them, the dragon god kills you. But I just look at this,
Oh
man.
really? Check it.
And this is like, and the what is it, the well, the Target cast. Look at this.
Hmm.
I'm actually kind of recalling this hallway now that I'm thinking about it. You get ambushed here and here.
Yeah, yeah.
You get ambushed by some mad soldiers around here. Oh yeah, I know where it is. When you get through this gate, this is where the blue dragon is waiting for you. There's
Oh, is that where it's at?
Yeah, because look, there is like the hill here. See?
Yeah,
But
I see that.
look at this, man,
Holy shit! Yeah,
and
you're
look
right.
all the detail that they're adding here, man.
It was supposed to be played.
Yeah,
Ooh,
look at
look at that.
this. This is just like, and the atmosphere is completely different, because and this is something that we actually talked a long time ago. I remember when we were talking about this game. To me, this is not like, it is an RPG, it has its own genre stuff now, but like, to me, this is a horror game. To me, this is like a medieval Resident Evil
Yeah, it
game.
is. It is, dude. It's freaky. It's to me, it was like it was heart pounding.
Yep,
Because
yep,
well, it probably was heart pounding because it was the first type of Soulsborne game I played. But you got to watch your ass like the whole time. You got to be on your toes.
yeah. And in fact, I remember when they announced Dark Souls, just how freaking hype we got because we just love this game so much.
Hmm.
We were like, dude, this is gonna
Yes,
be
it's nostalgic.
actually,
It's really
actually,
nostalgic, dude.
yeah, yeah. It is really nostalgic. This is one of my top three favorite games on the PS3, and one of my
Oh yeah,
it is
easily.
it is on my top 10 games of all time. So that's
Mhm.
how far I can go. Now speaking of horror games, another game that showed that I was expecting to because of all the leaks. Um, Resident Evil 8.
You know what? I didn't even catch on to that, dude. I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then when it said his final story or something, the wordage it used in the beginning or the phrase, and I'm like, "Is this going to be Silent Hill?" Because I heard they're going to make a
Mm,
something on it. Not until I got more into it when they showed like these fast moving monsters, I'm like, "No, it doesn't look Silent Hillish." And then when it got into the castle and everything, I'm like, "What the hell is this?" And then you see werewolves, I'm like, "What the hell really is this? Is this like a first person Bloodborne?" And then when you saw Chris Redfield, I'm like, is this Resident Evil, dude? I don't recognize it anymore. Like, what the hell is this, dude?
uh, the thing is, I was already expecting this because all of that information, everything leaked out, everything from the name to like the werewolves and
Mm-hmm.
the setting and everything like that. Everything. This is actually. Oh, this is very interesting. I'm gonna leave that picture there because I actually
Okay.
wanna talk about that. I want to elaborate on that. But look at Chris Redfield. Have you seen the Umbrella Academy on Netflix? He looks like the Umbrella Academy
Oh,
guy.
the Umbrella Academy. Yes.
He looks like
Oh, the what's it called? The strong guy.
yeah,
Yeah. What's
yeah.
his name? The strong guy.
Yeah,
He does, huh?
what you see it, you see it, you cannot unsee it. Anyways, so okay, this is what I wanted to show. Everything leaked, everything like the werewolf, the village setting, and everything leaked. So I knew I was expecting it. I was not expecting it to be shown up on this presentation because the people who are subscribing to the Resident Evil Insider program, we receive invitations for another show, but it's going to be like a
Hmm.
full blown up. They're actually Capcom posted a video a few hours ago, explaining a little bit more on Village, and
Hmm.
they are going to do like a full blown out gameplay presentation in a couple of weeks. So, um, we can pick up then. But before, I mean, right now, I do think where it's going. They are picking
Hmm.
up from 7. Actually, you play as Ethan again.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Ethan. Yeah. Yeah.
but there's something very interesting, and this is what there's that reason I'm putting this picture here because this is Resident Evil 4. Do you remember back in the
Oh.
day when they were making Resident Evil 4 what the game was gonna be before they turned it into what it is now?
No, not really.
It was going to be a supernatural game with werewolves, vampires, and
Oh.
everything on a castle. The only thing is, and Leon was supposed to have like some kind of psychosis or like a haunting or something, and he would like hallucinate spirits and ghosts and stuff. And
You
a
know,
lot
I
of
heard about that. I thought they're go. I thought the remake was going to be that the four remake. I thought they're going to make it way more supernatural. But I don't know. That was the premise of it even before the original one came out.
yeah, that's what the game was. Actually, yeah, because we did discuss that. Remember, we were talking about remakes
Hmm.
and where they could
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
remake
yeah.
from. That I did mention that. The thing is, they're picking up a lot of those old concepts for this game. So I
Yeah. That's
it,
so it's weird. I mean, I do get the number four vibe, like the castles, the more
mhm,
medieval, like how four was.
mhm.
I do get that vibe. But the werewolves and all that, I was like, where the hell did that come from, dude? That's like, whoa. That's like way out there.
Yeah, and so and the leaks, they everybody said like, dude, people are going to be like taken so
What
off the left field because it is going to go into ghosts and werewolves and like monster horror and stuff like
like
that.
witchery, witchcraft. Yeah.
Exactly, like things that the series has never explored. This guy actually looks pretty badass. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy, but he looks pretty badass. Um,
He looks like a Van Helsing, perfect for
yeah,
vampires and werewolves. Or
yeah,
he's like a
right.
Van Helsing. Yeah.
He actually I do think he might be the werewolf. No, not really.
You know
Actually, he
what?
doesn't have.
He looks like the guy from Final Fantasy 15. Wasn't there that one weird fallen
Arden,
god? You know what
Arden.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, the bad guy, Arden.
Yeah, yeah, Arden, the fallen god or whatever. Yeah, he reminds me of him.
Actually, somebody did a meme for that. This picture that I'm seeing, that I'm showing right here, is very interesting. This is actually, you can see the caption here. I saw it on the Capcom follow-up presentation.
Hmm.
They said Peter Fabiano and the I forgot the name of the other producer. They were like, we were very scared. We are very scared of putting this picture out of the wild because this picture spoils the game. I
Oh,
haven't.
really? What is
Yeah,
it? I can't even.
me neither. I'm like, dude, without context to me is nothing. But they're like, well, the game was already spoiled, man. They already leaked the freaking game months ago. But anyways, they're like, we were. And you can see it here. See, like, more piece of key art. You might want to pay extra attention, close attention to this one, and then after that one, Peter Fabian says like, we were very scared to put this into the wild because this spoils the plot of the game. So like,
Really?
yeah, whatever. An eagle's gonna pick
I
up a
know,
baby or
right?
what? Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah. It's like, dude. Anyways, I was not excited because I was already expecting it, but I was pretty happy to see
Hmm.
it. Which takes me to my other thing, the missing games. Um, I
Oh man, I
was,
want I want my God of War, dude. Oh my God of
dude.
War, where's that at?
Yeah, I didn't think God of War was gonna show because Corey never mentioned anything. So
I know, I
eh,
know. I see Corey on Twitter all the time. He doesn't have time to tweet and work. I know. He has a lot of time in his hands.
he's like Twitter's dad. Actually, he's a really fucking
Yeah, I
awesome dad.
know.
He's the most
He is.
wholesome.
He is. He
He's
really
the
is.
most wholesome person on Twitter. Anyways, but
Oh yeah.
there is one thing that actually disappointed me because my level of confidence was so high that I don't know what happened. That's Silent Hill. That's Silent Hill.
I know, dude. Oh, that would have been good. But like you said, there's gonna be other presentations. I hopefully it'll be Silent Hill because it's been a while since I played a good Silent Hill, like for real.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, to this point, I do believe the game exists. I do believe the rumors are real because of not only they have been very consistent. Actually, the rumors for and the leaks for Village
Hmm.
not only came out around the same time, but they were just on the same level of specificity, and they were
Hmm.
just like coming from the same type of people, from around the same people. So to me, these two games were already a locked on to show. So to this point, I do still believe that Silent Hill game exists as it is being discussed, but
Oh yeah,
I was
definitely.
very, very surprised they did not show it on the presentation. Could that
That would
been
have blown a lot of people away, dude.
could that been that they were not ready to show it and they had to
Hmm.
scrap it of last minute? I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I know it's out there. I know we're gonna get something soon. It just you can see it on the wall. Even though in that one Dead by Dawn game, how they had like Silent Hill freaking characters now you can play on that game. It's like
Yeah,
they're kind of bringing it little by little.
actually, to me, the clearest confirmation that this project is real is that Amazon put up the placeholders for the PlayStation 5 things, and
Hmm.
they have a $60 Konami game for PlayStation 5 exclusive coming up.
You see?
It doesn't have dates or nothing, but it has a Konami SIE game for $60, and they have the placeholders. They had the placeholder for the two PlayStation SKUs. they,
Oh
they they
wow.
had they have the placeholders for like everything that showed up on the presentation. And nothing had like names like, oh, this game is this is this game and this game. No, but it has like a seller fulanito tal. I'm sorry, Spanish. Seller so and so, and pricing and like the placeholder date of December 31st, 2020. So yeah, to me that was like, yeah, man. I mean, they should like not even hide it anymore. That fucking game exists. So to me, I have like a 95% confident that the game exists. I was just very surprised they didn't show it on this presentation.
No kidding, man. That would have been. Oh man. I mean, the game is already sold. The console's already sold to me, but with that, oof, that'd be another part of my collection, dude. A good Resident Evil Silent Hill game. Man, that would be mind blowing.
There is something I need to tell you, man. There's something I need to tell you to even hype you up even more. Do you know what happened to Team Silent after they disbanded from Konami?
No, what happened?
Okay, well, we all know Akira Yamaoka stayed on Konami. He made Silent Hill 4, and then he made, uh, yeah, Silent Hill 4, and after that, he just composed some music.
Hmm.
Um, the three biggest names, I don't recall the names right now, but the three biggest names and their teams, they left Konami and they joined Sony. And to this day, do, do,
Oh,
do you do, do you do you know what was the first game they made after they left Konami?
no, what game?
Forbidden Siren. They made the Forbidden Siren series, all of them. And to this,
Really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That game is that game is a spiritual successor to Silent Hill,
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
and they make Gravity Rush, and they continue to make games up to this day on Sony because they have not left Sony since the first Silent game. Team Silent currently works at Sony,
Wow.
and that's why the rumors, to me, to me, I mean, I don't know if they are the ones making it, if they are true, but it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. And the thing is, we know Konami doesn't give a
Yeah.
shit about their IP franchises. They make money out of other things. So to
Oh yeah,
them,
they do. Well, their pachinko games, whatever.
yeah, yeah. And the thing is, they can make quick buck from Sony. Sony can sell consoles. Because I know people by name who will not buy an Xbox and they will get a PlayStation 5 just to get the chance to play Silent Hill. If we can get a Silent Hill
Right.
made by the original developers, with the direction, the production of Sony, and just the fucking name of Silent Hill because Konami can go fuck itself, dude. This console is on lockdown. It will be like, just dude, just close, finish the console war. There's no console war anymore. But
Right.
yeah, but that's why I was surprised. Like, because I do have that high level of confidence that that game exists in some form. So I am disappointed that they didn't show. It is my own fault because I'm setting up that expectation because it is not official, but I do believe it exists.
And it will. It'll show, dude. Like the writing's on the wall, man. They'd be idiots if they don't continue this project because there's such a huge fan base. And horror games aren't really there isn't that many. I mean, I think it's just difficult to make a horror game to begin with.
Yeah, no,
But freaking Silent Hill was one of the most like, man, that was like the pioneer of of those horror games back on the PlayStation 1.
just imagine a Silent Hill game made with this graphics, made with this level of
I know, no
fidelity.
kidding.
It would be just
You know
mind
what?
fucking
Actually,
blowing.
I wouldn't mind if they made a remake of the Silent Hill Zero from the PSP.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah. Silent Hill Origins. Yeah,
That one was good. Yeah, that one was good too, man. I really like that one too. That was creepy for a portable game, but if they could remake that one too, that'd be awesome. I mean, I like that.
yeah.
I get it.
Man, if they can just revive the series on that level, man, it'll be Uh, they'll be probably the best thing Sony can do, honestly. Um, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe. And the thing is, even I'm not that hopeless. Even if, for example, that Silent Hill game did exist, and Konami was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna take my ball and gonna play somewhere else. Sony still have the people there, man. They can just call out Akira Yamaoka and make like freaking mute mountains and make their own freaking Silent Hill series, not being called Silent Hill,
Oh yeah,
And they do have
yeah,
Kojima.
of course.
They do have Kojima. They just need to like put the people together and they can make it without
Hmm.
Konami's blessing. Just call it something else and do it. Be like, yeah, this is like Team Silent making this non-Silent Hill game, but it's totally Silent Hill. Do this. They must do this, dude. And
Oh
just
yeah, they know what the gamers want. They
and,
should know.
and just imagine that with VR, man, dude.
Oh, oh, I gotta wear diapers when I play something like that, dude. I'll be shitting my pants. Oh, that'd be so badass. Not shitting my pants, but just plain Silent Hill.
I'm like, I'm like, huh. All right, you develop some weird kinks, man.
I know, right? Oh man, just talk about all this hype. Talk about all this, how you say, expectations of what could happen. It makes me pretty excited as a gamer, dude. It really does, man.
Yeah, and me, I am on that boat. I mean, I am not. This game actually Returnal. Just quick note, I am actually looking forward to this game. Um, yeah, I did criticize the console, the design again. That's just throwing a little shade and just a little shade. Honestly, to me, the what my purchase of next console is gonna be is already locked down. I already know what I'm going to.
Hmm.
I knew it months ago. But the thing is,
Of course.
this presentation actually kind of like gave me reassurance that we're gonna get good stuff. Right now,
Oh yeah.
I have gotten into Arcane Studios games like hard, like they
Hmm.
fell me like bricks. So
Hmm.
I'm extremely excited for Deathloop, as you have no clue.
Dude, Deathloop has like the what's it called, the blink or the teleportation. That's so freaking
Oh man,
Dishonored.
I
This and plus actually Deathloop has been they talked about that game months ago. I don't know if you remember Deathloop. They
yeah
showed it somewhere and remember that?
they revealed it
It's not
on the
nothing
last
new.
E3. They revealed it on the last E3.
Yeah, they revealed it, and I remember that that other assassin that supposedly says that there's another assassin coming after me. That one
Hmm.
girl that you see,
Yep.
supposedly another person plays that like a like a, how do you say, like a PvP. If I remember when they explained it back in the day, that's a PvP game. So
Yeah.
when you play the game, you go into someone's game like they do in Dark Souls. You go in someone's game and you could try to stop them or make their missions harder and shit. From what I
And
remember.
and the thing is that sounds probably doesn't sound revolutionary to many people, and that sounds like very like yeah, the, what's new about that. Arcane games are they make these games called immersive sims. You see, if
Hmm.
anyone who follows me on Twitter and Facebook sees me talk about that.
Yeah,
Actually, the main meat and bones on my channel is either Souls likes or immersive sims or RPGs. Those are the
hmm,
main games that I play. Um,
sure.
Deus Ex, System Shock, Bioshock.
Oh yeah.
Making a multiplayer games with those characteristics on an immersive sim is something that I cannot wrap my head around. I'm just like I'm thinking, and I'm actually somebody, Daniel Dwyer, one of the guy from No Clip on Twitter. Uh, he like, oh guys, there's this cool write off that Bethesda did on Deathloop, so you can learn more about the multiplayer stuff. And I reply, I'm going to sound like I'm dumb, but honestly, I cannot wrap my head around a multiplayer immersive sim because
Yeah, that is very.
those games are made with rules to be broken.
Hmm.
The main characteristic the main thing about those games is that you are just given a sandbox and the developers are like, just dude, go for it, have fun, do what you want, do whatever you want. So I'm like, dude, how is going to work with all these crazy power, as you mentioned, like Blink and all this crazy shit, and then having somebody with
Yeah.
that same level of power as you and the same sandbox, and while you are trying to complete your mission, like, dude, how is this game gonna play? I'm actually really, really excited.
Yeah, it looks very cool. The concept is crazy. It's something that you need to actually play. That yeah, I look forward to that one too as well.
And something before we move into the other standouts, something that some people are like, oh, that's a fucking indie game, dude. No, it's not an indie game. This is that's AAA as AAA's can come, and again, it is coming
Yeah.
from one of the best developers ever. Arcane studios are so fucking underrated, and I am to blame because, and you know this, I kind of like threw shit on the first Dishonor back in the day,
Uh-huh.
and
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
and but dude, those guys are geniuses. They are like they are like Warren Spector, which is one of the biggest one of the Steven Spielbergs of gaming. uh these are his prodigies. They kept on going with the immersive sim. There's a reason why there are so few of this type of games, because so few people can make them. So this is
Hmm.
as triple A can be, and this game is mind blowing, mind bending on a level that people are not seeing, man. So I am, if it wasn't obvious by the tone of my voice, I am fucking excited for this game. I am really, really
Cool,
excited
man.
for this game.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can't wait to see it either, man. When it comes together, I really can't wait to see it as well, man.
okay. Anything from this list that you want to talk about?
Not really, dude. Those were pretty much the games that I wanted to talk about. I mean, Grand Theft Auto, Jesus Christ, how many? You know what?
Dude,
Let me just throw this out there. When I saw Rockstar, I was like, oh my god, don't tell me it's the Grand Theft Auto like 6. I was like, oh my god, is it really gonna be? And then and then all of a sudden I hear Michael DeSantos. I see him doing the yoga cinematic. I'm like, oh shit, this is the old Grand Theft Auto, dude. Really? I'm like, okay, here we go again. But yeah, the online is free. That's kind of cool. But still, I wanted a new Grand Theft Auto. But it's going to be a while since we're going to get a new Grand Theft Auto. I think it's going to be probably a few years, dude. It's just they're doing so well with the one they're doing now. Okay,
oh
whatever.
yeah, they're doing. Somebody was like, how can they milk this game so much, dude?
Ah,
Tell
jeez, man.
Tell that to people. That game keeps appearing on top 10 sellers of the month every month since
I know.
2013. Why? Rockstar has no reason to make any other game ever.
I know. You know what? And that's funny because you were with me on the release on
Yeah,
what's it called, the midnight release of Grand
yeah,
Theft Auto on the PlayStation 3. We actually have a video, and I was in Mexico at the moment. We went to the gamer store. Remember that? And we
yeah,
played it all night, dude. And we had to install it. That was years ago, man. I can't believe this game that we waited for back years ago. It's older than Skyrim, dude, and it's still like on every
yeah,
port too, practically. Oh
yeah.
my god, that's amazing.
And
That's
you
amazing, dude. And
and
oh yeah, oh my god,
you know something that actually blew over everybody's head, that
what's that?
they're actually adding story DLC. That's what this new version, that's what's gonna be, is going to have a story DLC.
Oh my god, at last. I was waiting for a DLC like from the first or second year. I just lost hope. I'm like, whatever. They're just gonna rely mostly on the online.
Yeah. Yeah, I was for a moment when they started playing
Oh,
Grand Theft Auto 5, I thought they were gonna do like this montage, like, oh, this is how Grand Theft Auto has become, whatever. And like, and now
right, right, right.
this is the new Grand Theft Auto 6. I was gonna be like, man,
Oh,
this is every dumb PlayStation forums wet dream coming true. But nah, they're like,
oh
yeah,
god.
Grand Theft Auto 5, they won. I'm like, "Ah, yeah, whatever."
And also, wait, another game that. Let's go ahead.
No, go ahead. I think you're gonna say something I'm gonna say.
No, go. I was gonna talk about another game, but go ahead. What were you gonna say about the 5?
Okay, no, actually, I was not gonna go with Grand Theft Auto 5, and I think we are in tune because I think you were gonna say the same thing I was gonna say.
Actually, I was gonna talk about Hitman 3.
Oh,
That's the last one I forgot about.
okay, hold on.
And you know, I'm.
We have one
Mhm.
question from the chat. George,
Yeah, go ahead.
George is asking, "Hey, hi guys, do you know if there is something new of Assassin's Creed for Xbox?" Nothing has been revealed yet, my man. But
Mhm.
tomorrow at around 3 p.m. Central Time, Ubisoft is gonna have their press conference. It's called "The Future of Play" by Ubisoft. They're gonna show about 20 minutes of gameplay there. So tune in tomorrow on. I cannot commit to stream. I'm sorry, man. But tune in tomorrow into the Ubisoft official channels, and they will show gameplay straight up from Xbox because they are doing their marketing on Xbox Series X. And Max is telling us Bethesda will go with Skyrim, Capcom with Resident Evil 4, Rockstar with GTA until video games stop to exist. That's right, man.
You know what? I'm starting to believe that, dude. I'm really starting to believe that because even through our years of gaming, we see the same title coming up over and over again. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but damn, come on with something new, you know. And plus, Skyrim is supposed to be the next Elder Scrolls, which I know I'm not going to see to the next, probably 3 years because they're doing that Starfield thing. So we're not going to see a new Elder Scrolls in quite a bit. Which, okay, whatever. I'll wait till that happens.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if it, I promise you, man, if they don't pour the Skyrim to a PlayStation 5, I do it for you, man. That's how much I love you.
I know, right? Thank you, man. Thank you. That'll make my life like complete.
Yep. I'll keep porting that game for you to any platform. Okay, so you wanted to talk about okay. What I was gonna say is actually a joke. So before you go into the more serious matter with Hitman 3, I was gonna say
What's that?
somebody yesterday on my flaming post was like,
Uh huh.
you know what would be crazy if they announce Fortnite Day One for PlayStation 5? Well, guess what? They already did. So yeah, Fortnite is gonna be on PlayStation 5 as well. And I have no beef with Fortnite. It's not
That's no
my
surprise. That's no surprise. Like, come on. Of course, they're gonna have Fortnite on there, dude.
yeah. And just so you guys know, I'm an Epic fanboy, so I do not hate Fortnite. I just don't like it. Don't like the I don't like battle
The
royales,
battle
but
royale concept.
yeah, but I don't
A
hate
game
it.
is a little goofy for me, dude. I mean, I played a little bit, but the building concept and plus just it looks
Mhm.
more geared towards like kids and family. I mean, which is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a larger crowd to please, which is fine.
Plus, and that just to segue into Hitman is what's kept my nephew sane on this quarantine, just being able to play Fortnite with friends. So that game's done more good than
Yeah, that's
bad.
fine. Yeah.
It's done more good than bad. So, anyways, Hitman 3. So tell us about Hitman 3.
I'm a huge fan of Hitman. I love the game. I've been with the franchise ever since part one only came out on PC,
Mm-hmm.
unless you play Contracts, which came out on the original Xbox and PlayStation 2, I think. You catch a glimpse
Mm-hmm.
of the first Hitman, but the actual first Hitman game came out on PC.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember playing that back in 99, 1990 something on PC, because I was in
19
Texas when I played it.
is
And
99. It was
and I was
99.
amazed. 99, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that game blew me away. The fact that you could wear different clothes, this and that. Anyways, and then the game just revolutionized itself, dude. It just came to the point that what it is now. And Hitman 3 is supposedly the last of the Hitman series of this three-part arc like they were talking about. This is the last of it. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I played the hell out of part two. And the one thing I love about Hitman, dude, is like it's more like a puzzle strategy
Mm-hmm.
action game, because it's all trial and error, dude. The levels are trial and
Mm-hmm.
error, and you could play a level 5 times through and get the outcome differently depending on what kind of a assassin are you. I guess you want to say
Mm-hmm.
that sounds bad, how you like
Mm-hmm.
to kill people. But yeah, the game is just every these series that came out 1, 2. I mean 1, 2, and this one, the third one. I love how they're making it, dude. They're taking it to a cool direction. So I'm really looking forward to that Hitman 3 and also the conclusion. See what the hell's going to happen.
It is actually, and actually, Hitman is the only game, the only third-person shooter. I mean, the only third-person immersive sim that exists. So
Yeah, dude.
that's on my.
It's really good.
Actually, I just recently completed my Hitman collection on PC. So
Oh, cool.
I've been wanting to go play 'em. I'm just too chalked on my backlog, but man. It is.
It's
I play.
fun.
Yeah, I played some of the first one, the very first one
Uh
that you
huh.
mentioned, a,
Yeah.
a few weeks ago, and man, that game has an impressive level of freedom that I wouldn't expect. Well, I would because Deus Ex came out in the same year, but the level
Yeah.
of freedom that you get is just, man, is very deep. But it's not like shallow freedom, like,
Really?
oh, you get like a lot of weapons and kill people. It's just as you mentioned, man. The way that you kill your targets and stuff is just very open to your imagination, and the game has so many mechanics that let you do so many things, and
Yeah, dude. It's
and does
amazing.
it does not force your hand.
No, not at all. You could go out guns blazing. You could do like the most satisfying part. There's always a way where you could get like a perfect
Mhm.
assassination. Is when you got to kill like three people and you set things up to the point that when you leave the area, you just got to press a button and you just kill everyone in one hit. And it's like, wow, you feel like a freaking professional, dude. And it's so awesome. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
I, I actually got very excited when they announced it because I was actually not expecting it, but
Hmm.
but the whole
I
art
know,
style
right? Me
looks
neither.
pretty badass. There's one thing though. There's
It
one
looks
thing.
good, dude.
There's one thing though. I don't know if you noticed that every game Agent 47 is getting younger.
I know, right? And plus, he's what's it called? He's genetically made too.
Hmm.
He's actually a clone of another. What was it? Another assassin? He's a clone, so he could be. He's not really. Well, he's human, but he's not. You know. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's
He
very cool though. But you're
it's
right though. He's getting younger.
it is kind of like Solid Snake, right? I mean, not like the same weird story,
Yeah.
but it's like a very similar concept, right? Look at this
Exactly.
picture.
Yeah. He's made from. Yeah, like stuff like that. Like you said, the freedom. It's
Uh-huh.
exactly like that, dude.
But
Very
just
awesome, man. Very awesome.
and just imagine the mission on this tower, man. It's gonna be, you can like throw people off the tower, and uh
Oh, there's such crazy missions in each game, dude. You have to deal with the situation with the hand you're dealt with, but you can also make your own opportunities. Man,
mhm.
you know what? I should stream some gameplay of one and two to show you how the game works. It's very
Yeah,
cool.
actually, you should do that, man. We should stream some and show some
Yeah,
of the
right.
gameplay because
Do do like
what
a perfect round or something.
and I love the goofy kills, like when you uh like
Yeah,
disguise yourself as a mascot and do some weird crazy shit, because like Agent 47 is like this very very serious guy, but then he's like wearing like
very
this
serious.
do this he's wearing like this
They,
goofy
they
mascot.
Yeah, they put him in funny situations. There's one where you have to knock out a clown and you're in a clown suit and you're going to a kid's party and you're sitting there in a clown suit and it's hilarious because that guy has no personality. He's very
Mhm.
stoic. So yeah, it put him in funny situations, but you're right.
Yeah, and when Charlie says he's very he has no personality, that's very literal. He was created to have no personality, and that's actually one of
Yeah,
his character
emotionless.
traits. Uh-huh, that's one of his character traits,
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not. So it's not like, oh, he's a one note character. No, he's actually very deep. But the thing is,
No, he
he is
is.
the definition of a blank of a blank state.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, dude.
And I think they mentioned this is coming up around January, right? Or they didn't mention like
Yeah,
a release
next
window.
year. So I think it is for next year.
It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be very hype. Man, I'm actually getting excited, dude. I'm actually feel I feel like I feel now I'm kind of getting lazy to set up the whole racing wheel, so I think that I'm gonna go pick up some Hitman or some Dark Souls right
Yeah, dude,
now.
it's cheap on Steam. On Steam, it should be extremely cheap, dude. Like the first three, the original three Hitmen, I think you get like a good bundle deal for like
Mhm.
cheap.
No,
Should be
actually,
able to.
I actually have all of them already, and they are giving away
Okay, hey, you're good to go.
they're giving away Absolution on GOG right now. Uh, Although
Oh, Absolution is good too, dude.
I was gonna ask about something. I saw you play that when it came out. I
Hmm.
heard that among the fan base, that's the one that nobody likes, right? I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the one that got the highest praise was Blood Money.
Oh yeah, I know
Everyone
that's
talks
a
about Blood
classic.
Money, dude.
Yeah, I know that's a
Yeah.
classic.
Mhm.
But if you have to go with two of the new trilogy or Blood Money, which one do you think is better?
What you mean the old school ones?
No, if you go if you pit Blood Money against the part two from the new trilogy, which one do you think?
Hmm.
Which one would you consider the best? Because I think
The best, dude.
because
Mhm.
I heard those two are the best games Blood Money and the new part two.
Yeah, those are extremely good. There's another one, but I don't think you get it on PC. It's Contracts because Contracts actually you play the most famous missions in like I think which spans from 1 through 3. Contracts is really good, dude.
I
I
can
only
see.
found that on Xbox. Yeah, I
Actually,
love Contracts.
you know what? You might be right. I'll check. I have actually I'm opening
Hmm.
my GOG library. Have all my games there. Um.
And the way the story how they put these legendary missions together is
Mhm,
really cool because like in the beginning of the game you see that he's going to get caught by the cops and he's like he's caught in his apartment and he's having a firefight and meanwhile he gets shot and when he gets shot like you see this whole story unfold and meanwhile since he's kind of going like he's losing a lot of blood he's
mhm.
thinking about these past missions meanwhile he's trying to survive he's thinking of these past missions that he did so it's kind of cool how they piece that together so I that's like one of my personal favorites.
And you know what? Yes, Contract is not available on PC. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I'll need to find
you
out.
might have to just watch YouTube videos, dude.
I will need to
My
buy
YouTube
a I will need
videos, I don't think it's available.
I will need to buy an Xbox Series X so I can play it with backwards compatibility. Fuck you,
Right.
Fuck you, Microsoft. You're gonna
I
make me buy
know.
your console just to play a game.
I know, right? It's very good, dude.
Max is telling on the chat that he thinks Absolution is the worst in the series.
Absolution. It. I mean, I had a lot of fun with Absolution, dude, because there's like it has its own achievements in the game. I think
Hmm.
that's one of the first ones that it kind of brought that to
Hmm.
the series, like how you could
Hmm.
you know how the game has trophies. This one had its own trophies within the game, and
Hmm.
I tried to get each one of them, which made my gameplay much longer than what it should have. So it gave me
Hmm.
a lot of bang for
Replayable.
my buck in that way. So that's why I liked it.
What I think, because I remember you showed me that you showed me like those missions and stuff. You showed me that game. I think I don't know. I'm not a Hitman expert. All right, I play
Hmm.
very little. I'm very hype, and this is one is a must for me because again I'm immersive sim. But I am not
Hmm.
an expert by any means. But what I think, based on the consensus of what I read and heard, is that Absolution went into a more like action direction, more like
Yeah.
trying to be more like a Splinter Cell than trying to be Hitman, and that's why some of the biggest
Hmm.
like most hardcore fans kind of drifted away from it. Don't know, don't know.
Okay. I think that's the one that had the killer nuns in it too. I think
Oh
right. There was
yeah,
like
the
some
killer.
assassin nuns.
Ah yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which was kind of cool. Which was kind of like, all right, this is going a little, too action packed with killer assassinative like nuns. So that was, I don't know, I thought that was kind of cool, different. You're right, though, started in a different direction. I'm like, you know what? Is this going to breathe a new life into Hitman? But nah, they reverted back to their old ways, which was, the more stealth, professional assassinations, which it's going right now. It's going on a good path, dude. I love the series all over again.
Yeah, in fact, the funny thing is, it was a Square Enix game, and now it's not anymore. But
Go figure. I know, right? What happened?
it was gonna be like it was gonna Agent 47 for Kingdom Hearts 4, man. Um, but you know what two games are Square Enix games though? I mean, just now that I went to a tangent, Deus Ex is a Square Enix game, and
Yeah,
Tomb Raider is is a Square Enix game. That's how life is.
yeah, they are. Yeah,
And
yeah,
and I
that's right.
and I am not throwing shade on Square Enix because they're my favorite developers. So I'm actually very excited. Yeah, yeah. So good stuff are coming. Good stuff are coming. Even the indie games. The only one that actually didn't kind of like catch my attention was the one with the weird dinosaurs. I need to know more about what the game is like because it does feel like one of those walking simulators I really don't like. But I do like how the
Oh
game.
yeah.
I do like how the game looks. I like the graphics engine, but the art style. But don't know. Probably like it has like a hidden mechanic where you have to devour other dinosaurs, and it's actually very bloody and violent. But what the show didn't grab me, to be honest. Not my type of game.
No, that one or what's it called? Bug Snacks? The hell
Bug
was that,
snacks,
dude? What
dude.
the
That
fuck was that?
that game. It is made by the games that made up to that. So I have mixed
I
feelings.
guess, dude. It was so weird. I was like, man, it's like someone took acid and just, hey, let's make a game.
No,
What the hell was that, dude?
no, it is the same developer who made Octo that is making that game. Actually, he's been making it for the past seven
Oh,
years.
Octodad.
Uh-huh.
You're right, Octodad. Yeah, it said that from the makers of Octodad. And Octodad was actually pretty cool.
And,
You
and
gotta
he's
admit, Octodad was funny.
and he's been making it for 7 years. So I am very sure the game is going to be deep, but it looks wacky as fuck. I
Dude,
cannot.
like fucking centipede sandwiches. And if you
Uh,
eat it, part of your body becomes a sandwich. What the hell, dude? I gotta see more gameplay, I guess. But it was like something I was like, I don't know about this.
he got the phrase "you are what you eat" very serious, and I am pretty sure that's the very
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
That's the pitch phrase on his design document is that's where it is. You are what you eat. That's the
Oh
pitch
man,
of the
that's
whole
weird.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as you. I mean, when it comes to like showing the power of the PlayStation 5, I don't think that it did a good job on that. I don't think
Hmm.
it was the best game for this presentation because it doesn't show any of the power of the PlayStation 5. I am intrigued. I am not on board yet. I do need to see more about this game because up to that, and actually, you and I played that game together, and Caro and the whole crew played that game
Yeah.
together. It was funny. It was funny. It had some moments, but when you play it alone, the game wasn't really that good. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's the type that you play like you show with people and you have fun together.
Yeah,
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 you're right.
yeah. It's a game like you stream with friends and you goof around and
Mhm.
stuff. But I need to see more. I need to see more of that game to know what's about. It might be this holy because he's been making it for 7 years, and something that I'm gonna give that guy. He's freaking clever, and he's a very talented developer, regardless if I like or not his games. So he might. He's been making it for 7 years. It might be the biggest freaking RPG ever made. It might be like Final Fantasy 6 with food. Who knows? So no, no. I'll,
That's an interesting way to put it. Yeah.
yeah, and just so everybody knows, Final Fantasy 6 is my favorite game. That's what I made the reference. Um, Max is telling us. Max is saying on the chat that he actually was sold by Box Snacks and Straw. Oh no, Box Snacks because of the strawberry guy. Yeah, I do believe it's
Oh,
gonna.
yeah, he ate the strawberry.
I do think that's what they're going for, and the game might actually be
Uh-huh.
very good. But yeah, I need to see more. There's
But yeah,
though.
you got to remember, like the last part looked kind of scary because there was like a monster that came and destroyed the camera. See that
y-
part? I was like,
Yeah,
because at
yeah.
first it was like, oh my god, this is the vacation island, and all of a sudden some dude comes in the back. Oh my god, something's on fire. He's like, oh I gotta go, and all of a sudden you see this food monster come out,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, what? So this is actually kind of danger and horror. I don't know. I need to see more because it was just. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the hell this game overall is, though. But
So
yeah, that ending was like, what was that?
some people was saying that it's going to be like an evil Animal Crossing game. So
Ooh,
that's
I
that's a
like that.
take. That
I
that
like
that,
that
that would
because
that would be nice.
yeah,
That would be an Animal
I'll take
Crossing I
that.
would
Yeah,
like to
I'll take
play.
that.
And
Hmm.
there is one game though. There's one game that I know you actually liked because I know you and Caro, and you probably got
What's
excited
that?
about it, and you don't want to admit it.
Well,
Uh,
Sackboy?
no, 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 no. That too.
Sackboy Adventures?
No, no, no. Stray. No, the game with the cat, Stray. The game that you play as the cat.
Oh, Stray with the robot cyber. I don't want to say cyberpunk, more like futuristic world with the cat with the backpack.
Yeah,
Stray.
yeah.
Yeah, that one looks cool, man. Actually, heard about this game a few years back. They were just developing it, dude. They didn't say much about it, but they showed a little bit of gameplay. But this gameplay, the cat looked different. But actually, I always wanted to play it when I first heard it a few years back. And now that they changed it to this, hell yeah, dude, I'm down to play that. Hell yeah,
Mm,
dude, freaking Stray. A
What
cat plays a cat. Hell
what
yeah.
is it? What is it about though? He looks cute as hell though. Look at it.
What I seen before, I mean, when I seen 2 years ago, it looks much different. But what I seen is that you're a cat that traverses into like a dangerous world. But it's cool because it's kind of like a Assassin's Creed, but with a cat. You know how it kind of parkours around the
Uh huh.
objects and stuff like that, the way you move.
Uh
It
huh.
looked really cool when I saw it back then. But I think when I saw it a few years back, it was more like it was a black cat, I think. But now that I see this, they really went back to the drawing board and now made a story out of it and everything. So I think it looks cool, dude.
I, I
I'm down to get that for sure.
actually was about to say it's Assassin's Creed cat, so you just confirmed my suspicions. But he looks really cute. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah,
It has like his backpack
yeah,
and all
dude.
that stuff.
I like it. It has a little backpack and everything. Of course, I'm a cat person. I love dogs too. But oh, that's a good picture. Kratos with the cat. That's very cool, by the way.
Oh
But
man.
right now, I mean, we're like cat people. We love cats. I love dogs too, but the way that we're living in apartments, we can only have cats, and yeah, they've been good to me, dude. My feline friends have been good to me. So yeah,
Yeah, when I saw the trailer, I'm like, dude, this is a game for Caro. This is like a game for Caro. Dude.
yeah, oh yeah. You know what? Actually, a game for Kato is Horizon, dude, because
Oh,
she almost platinum Horizon. That's one of the first games that she actually beat with DLC. I mean, when I sent her the screenshots of when they showed the new gameplay because she was working,
mm,
she was like, "All right, you know what? When you buy the console, you're gonna have to give it to me when this game comes out because I want to play it and beat it." She loves Horizon, dude. That
yeah.
game's that was her game. That was her like, yeah, she's a Horizon fan.
Actually, yeah, now that you mentioned that, I need to go back and finish the DLC. But yeah, I remember that. I remember. Actually, that's one of the reasons why you got her own PS4, right? So she could play Horizon.
Yeah,
Am I
she
right?
could play Horizon, dude. When she saw that, yeah, no, you're right, dude. And actually, I reinstalled it because, to be honest, I never beat it, dude. I went far on it, but I never beat it because other games came out while it was out,
Mhm.
and they came on my backlog. But I cannot continue my game because I lost the storyline. I forgot what was going on. I got the gist on what's going on, but the
Mhm.
details I forgot. So I got to replay that game with the DLC. So I want to do that
It's actually
maybe
it's
this
like
weekend.
the actually you should, man. The ending is very it is very heartfelt. It actually touches some really. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to
It's
spoil it for
perfect
you.
to play it now, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know because I haven't spoiled it for me yet. So okay, that's cool. I even have, if you check our channel, I have the open box of the collector's edition,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
that's
going
right.
like, dude, the statue is like $300 now, man.
Fuck.
It went up. That collector's edition with the statue alone is like $200, $300, which is surprising from a collector's game from a video game. So
Yeah,
that's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Because video games,
Yeah.
especially video games from this generation, don't catch up on price, right?
No, they don't, man. There's a lot that aren't worth much anymore. But that one, I noticed that one and The Witcher are like they're going for a pretty good penny, dude. Not surprised, right?
Not
Witcher,
surprised at all.
come
Not
on, dude.
surprised at all. The
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 game, actually, you know what? That's going to be the new Grand Theft Auto and Skyrim is Witcher, dude. When the series came out and everything that's coming out, dude, I heard the sales went through the roof,
there is actually
dude. It's like
I'm sorry, go for it.
no. I was just saying that it broke record again. I mean, just like out of nowhere.
Um, yeah, actually, they sold like 3 million copy. No, they had like 3 million concurrent players on Steam 1 weekend for The Witcher when The Witcher series came out. And yeah, but
Damn, dude.
there's actually there's a question by Max on the chat, just really quick.
Uh-huh.
He's
What's up, buddy?
asking about Sackboy Adventures. He thought the license was lost of the Little Big Planet name. No, buddy. The Little Big Planet IP belongs to Sony. So no, they did not lose the and actually if anything, the I mean in Bizarro World. the IP would belong to either what's his face, Media Molecule.
Hmm.
Molecule is owned by Sony, so now it is a Sony property through and through. So they just call
I,
it
I I get what he's saying though, but
mhm.
yeah, because why didn't they call it Little Big Planet? Why they call it Sackboy?
It is
You know,
because
I thought like that was very weird to me too.
that's something that I actually talked with my nephew about. When we
Hmm.
were watching the trailer, because he likes Little Big Planet. He's grown out of it
Oh,
already.
those are fun, dude.
But
Yeah,
the reason why I think it's not called Big Planet is because first, I don't think it's going to have a creator mode. And it has all the markings of being a spin-off. So I do think that's why. I
mm,
think that's why. It's because they don't want to create the expectation that you can come and create your levels and stuff because it is not. It doesn't seem to have that capability unless it does, and they didn't show it on the trailer. But they. I don't think they will. That's what I
yeah.
think they didn't name it Little Planet.
I think they dedicated way more on co-op because there's a four-player co-op from what I've seen. But
Yeah.
damn, dude, I mean, the original Little Big Planet was what made it, dude. Those custom levels. Oh my god, it was
hmm
like
The music, man.
it was like yeah, and the unlimited gameplay of the creator levels, dude. Those were fun.
I
Yeah,
actually
that's pretty cool actually.
I remade the Hydra battle in God of War 2 on Little Big Planet 1.
Oh,
And
dude,
it
that would
was
have
a
been
shit
cool to
show.
see. I saw one. Someone made a Final Fantasy with Cloud's hair and plus like the
Oh
train
yeah.
scene in the beginning. Someone made that. That was so cool. Good
Yeah.
job on whoever made that, dude.
Yeah, I answered your question, Max. Yeah, the main reason why is
Yeah.
because it's a spin-off. There is one game though
Hmm.
now because they go hand in hand. One game that don't don't lose the especially I know Max you like this type of games. Don't take your eyes off. Actually, you do have a PSVR, man. You know what I'm talking about. Um, both of you, you have a PSVR. Um,
Of course.
what's his face? He's here. He's here. Ah, the robot guy. How? Astro. Yeah, Astrobots. Astrobot Playroom.
Oh, the playroom. Yeah. That's
Do do not lose the eye on this game. Astrobot's Adventure is one of the best VR games ever. So this game is
really. I wasn't too hyped about that. I'm like, okay, the Astrobot. I'm like, all right.
dude. It is Mario 64 of VR. It is that
Oh,
big. It
that's
is
cool.
that good. It is that good. And the game for what I saw, they're taking away the VR elements because I don't think they will support VR day one. But still,
Hmm.
it has all the type of gameplay of Astrobot's Adventure. So yeah, man, Astrobot Rescue. So yeah, keep an eye on this game, especially if you like
Actually,
platformers.
the the game that I'm actually looking forward to, it's not on this list, but supposedly Vader Immortal is coming out on the PSVR. That's what I look forward to. The one, the
Oh,
Star Wars
that's
one.
right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Actually,
Supposedly it's going to come out next year, or it's going to come out soon, dude. I hope it is.
I do have that game. I think. Do you know what game? But the thing is, fucking Oculus owns the license. But this game is made by
Hmm.
Insomniac. It is called Stormlands. Dude, that game is badass. Uh, and now that Sony owns Insomniac, they should bring somehow. They somehow should bring Stormlands, man, because that's a badass game. Right now, it belongs to Facebook, so that's why I don't see it like ported over to PlayStation 5 necessarily. I don't know what the agreement with these two guys are. If Oculus might actually license games, because another game that should come from VR if there is a VR too, is this game called Asgard's Wrath. It is and I'm not hyperbolic. It is God of War on VR, man. It is badass. It is a
Ooh,
badass game. If I can
I'm always
figure
down for that.
if I can figure out how to stream, I'm gonna stream sometime. Right now it's too hard
Dude,
to play
do that,
VR.
man. Stream some VR games, dude. You got some good VR. You have the damn best VR headset out there, man.
I I I
Should
I
definitely do some on stream.
Right now I'm not playing VR because of it is too warm and it does affect you physically. So
Oh, yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
yeah, but yeah, once it starts raining, I'm going to yeah, Half-Life Alyx, man, dude. Half-Life Alyx is a is
That
a
was
is
a good stream.
that's a game I can see coming up to PlayStation 5 if they do
Uh-huh.
improve not the headset, the controllers. If they can bring up new controllers for VR too, that's a game I can see Valve putting into the PlayStation 5. And it
Damn,
will
that'd be so dope.
and for what I've seen,
Oh, I love that.
the PlayStation 5 can handle it easily, man. If the
Dude,
PlayStation 5 can make these graphics, it can handle that game, no problem.
I'm at like 10% my phone.
No, it's fine, man. I'm
It's
actually 10
good.
I'm at 10% of my stomach. I gotta go eat.
Well,
It,
I guess that's gonna conclude it for now.
yeah, that's gonna be a wrap up. Actually, we went it for 2 hours. No, we normally go for 1 hour, but we went for 2 hours. But now that we have figured this out, I think we should do this more often, man. Not just leave it on the paper because we went keep it leave it on the paper, but we should at least put like one or two a month. I don't know what you
Yeah,
say.
that'd be good, dude. Yeah, no, that'd be great, dude. I would love to do that.
Yeah,
We
and
should do like some sort of, yeah, you know what? We should actually have certain days so people would know when we're gonna do it. Yeah, we should do it.
yeah, just a casual. We have good company in chat. Thank you everybody who showed up.
Yeah,
Um,
thanks. Yeah, thanks for the questions, man. We really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
yeah, we can show sometimes some gameplay. We can invite the crew. I mean, you saw how easy it was to set up on your side. On my side, it was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I have it figured out. Once I have it figured out, that the next strike will be more smooth. But you saw it was actually very easy to set up the Discord. Um, uh, yeah, actually, we should revive the Discord and invite people to come in. But yeah,
Yeah.
let's pick it up. Let's bring up the whole crew next time, and let's talk some more games, man. Because on this year of suckness and apocalypse, having a good conversation with friends is just chilling and chilling out with friends is just good, man.
It's good. It's good. Sharing the same passion is always good, dude. So yeah, I definitely agree. Let's do it.
All right, all right. And if we can get like some followers, I can even get me a camera and shit. Anyways, do you want to do the honors, man?
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your questions and comments below, depending on how this is streaming. And once again, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, do what you can do, and we'll definitely see you on our next podcast, video, or gameplay, depending on what it is. So thank you so much. Live long,
And
game on.
and
Peace out.
remember boots on the ground. Bye.
Boots on the ground. Yeah, words to live by. We'll tell you what that means later on. But yeah, definitely. Boots on the ground, guys.
That's it. Yeah,